It is now time for story time with... He can't talk, he's drinking milk. Alright, tonight we're going to read you a new story. Every month we get a book from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. And the book we got this month is called Tall Molly Lou Melon. Okay, I'm going to read this book while Aaron enjoys a nice thermos of cold milk. You ready, Aaron? Stand Tall Molly Lou Melon. Molly Lou Melon stood just taller than her dog and was the shortest girl in the first grade. She didn't mind, though. Her grandma had told her, "Walk as proudly as you can and the world will look up to you." So guess what? She did. She walked proudly, even though she was not very tall. Molly Lou Melon had buck teeth that stuck out so far she could stack pennies on them. That's some buck teeth. She didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Smile big and the world will smile right alongside you." So guess what? She did. She smiled big. Give me a big smile. She smiled big. See, look at it. She smiled big with her buck teeth. Then it says, Molly Lou Melon had a voice that sounded like a bullfrog, being squeezed by a boa constrictor. She didn't mind, because her grandma had told her, "Sing out clear and strong and the world will cry tears of joy." Can you imagine what that would sound like? A bullfrog being choked by a boa constrictor? Amazing grace, so sweet. So she did. She sang. Then it says, Molly Lou Melon was often fumble-fingered, but she didn't mind. Her grandma had told her, "Believe in yourself and the world will believe in you too." She had bad fingers. She always dropped stuff. Fumbling. She always dropped things. She had fumbling fingers. So guess what? She did. She had fumbling fingers, so she did. Then Molly Lou Melon moved to a new town. She had to say goodbye to her grandma and all of her friends. "Bye-bye, Grandma, my fumbly fingers and my buck teeth and my bad voice. Bye-bye." And she went there to start in a brand new school. On the first day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Shrimpo. He's picking on her. He's bullying her. He called her Shrimpo in the gym class. When the game started, Molly Lou Melon caught the football, ran under the legs of Ronald Durkin, and scored a touchdown, like Clemson did with Alabama.
Oh, look, she got caught.
All the children thought, "Wow, she's good." And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish for calling her a Shrimpo. You shouldn't pick on people. On the second day of school, Ronald Durkin called her Bucky Tooth Beaver. He's picking on her teeth. Molly Lou Melon took out her pennies, stacked 10 high in her teeth, and smiled as big as day. All the children smiled with glee, and Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. He picked on her buck teeth, and she was stacking pennies, Aaron. Those coins you have, she was stacking them on her teeth. Look at that picture. He's stacking them on her teeth. On the third day of school, Ronald Durkin said, "You sound like a sick duck. Honk, honk." Molly Lou Melon sang out a quack so clear and strong that it made Ronald Durkin somersault backwards, hit his head, and have to go to the nurse. All the children cried with joy to be free of Ronald Durkin for the rest of the afternoon. And Ronald Durkin felt very foolish. He got a hold of that boy. Said, "Quit bullying me." On the fourth day of school, Ronald Durkin said that she'd made the snowflake all wrong. Her fumbly fingers messed the snowflake up. But Molly Lou Melon opened up her paper and revealed the most beautiful snowflake of all. All the children oohed and awed. Even Ronald. Look at that gorgeous snowflake she made. On the fifth day of school, Ronald Durkin brought Molly Lou Melon a stacking penny for her tooth and smiled at her. That night, Molly Lou Melon took out a pencil and paper and wrote a letter to her grandma. "Dear Grandma, I want to tell you that everything you told me was exactly right. Love, Molly Lou Melon." So the moral of the story, Aaron, is what? Don't pick on people. Don't call them names like buck tooth. Don't pick on their singing voice. Don't pick on their fumbly fingers. Be nice to people, right? Because God could take those setbacks and use it for His advantage. God could take the obstacles and make opportunities. He could take setbacks and do great things. So don't feel like you have a setback that God cannot use you, because He could end the story. All the setbacks Molly Lou Melon had were for her benefit later on, and all the rest were impressed with her. So, Aaron, what do we say? Remember?
I'm trying to drink milk.
Not remember drink milk. Remember, God loves you.
Remember, God loves you.
Bye-bye.